I'm back watching some more One Piece. Luffy teamed up with Crocodile and Jinbei. That's honestly a pretty goated trio so far. I thought Luffy would cause chaos. Even I wasn't expecting quite this amount of chaos, and the craziest part is he's not even done, but anyway, should be interesting. Let's begin. This is just levels of chaotic I was not expecting. Like, it actually reached the point where I feel genuinely bad for the jailers here. And I said like a bunch of them were sickos, because let's be honest with ourselves, they were. We saw some of the stuff they were doing. It actually got to the point that I feel a little bad that Luffy had to break in. But what are you gonna do? Where's Luffy when you need him? Seriously, where is Luffy? Get that queer king with a giant face. That is a very specific description. At this point, just say Ivankov's name. I'll wink. Everyone's calling out their moves. I mean, I kind of assume that, especially when you adapt manga to anime, it makes sense to call out your moves. I love that Ivankov just looked over at Luffy, and he is just holding a guy who he definitely brutally beat up. Poor guy. You did not need to throw him like that. What is that? Oh, I forgot about these things. Koala, the rhino, all of these creatures are cursed. Is she gonna keep moaning? Well, okay. What is it? More like save him the trouble of beating up more animals. Okay. What? You lost even though it didn't have eyesight? Okay, this is an embarrassment. I have a feeling they're gonna pull it out. I love how like happy they got simultaneously there. Like, are we sure we shouldn't have just let Luffy like go wild on them? I'm not gonna complain about any sort of animal abuse. For this episode at least. This is not any kind of zoo I want to go to. Okay. Okay, maybe Luffy, you can step in. You are sick. He's pulling out third gear. You gotta be careful with third gear. Because there's such a big downside to turning small. I mean, I love small Luffy, but you gotta be careful. Fishman karate seems kind of unfair. Is that something only fishmen can do? Or can anyone learn? You see, I don't know about this, Luffy. Yeah, that's what I've been saying this whole time. This trio is pretty great. These don't seem to be the opponents for them. That would be Magellan and... I was gonna say Shiryu, but Shiryu has clearly gone rogue. Because Magellan was an idiot. You open up the cell, or maybe he doesn't know what's going on, but they open up the cell, they give Shiryu back his sword, and then Shiryu's like, hey, about the deal, like... what about my sentence? And Magellan's basically like, oh, well, it's only deferred. I don't know what his sentence was. I mean, he was on level 6, so sentenced to die eventually. Why the flip wouldn't I go rogue, especially when there's chaos going on? What possible reason would Shiryu have to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you because I'm just a good person, which, like, I barely know the guy. I could tell you he is not. A little too happy there, aren't you, Luffy? Yeah, Magellan was just killing all sorts of people. You see, we can't have doubters like this. It's definitely not impossible. Who can handle Magellan? That's my question. Handle might be a little strong. Like Crocodile and Jinbei, they should be able to slow him down at least. I feel like Jinbei would be especially good. Okay. I'm glad we have someone who's actually, No, come on, Buggy. This is your plan. You gotta take credit for it. Obviously, Buggy's a mastermind. I almost fell in love with you. I swear. I'm actually starting to wonder if this is a power of his. This is vaguely like Usopp's power. Buggy is just a version of Usopp, or Usopp is a version of Buggy. It makes perfect sense. Like every crew needs one of those. Every King of the Pirates crew needs one. Roger had Buggy. Luffy has Usopp. The fact is they both are able to speak things into existence. Like in a way, Usopp kind of spoke the whole story into existence because his whole line was like, pirates are attacking, pirates are attacking. One, Kuro and his pirates were technically attacking for years. And two, the day that he was like, pirates are attacking, Luffy showed up. So like he kind of made Luffy's whole journey happen. Okay, maybe not. It's almost like powers of luck as well. Okay. What is it? He just consumed all of it? Be careful, that is still poison. Okay, that does not look fun. Okay, I like it. I like it. Again, kind of like Usopp. But man, when Usopp called out Lucci, Rob Gucci to his face, I would not have done that. That was kind of scary. But he was saying some pretty crazy stuff to Rob Lucci. Also, like he inspired Luffy to get back up and beat this man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like this. Why can't you see? What is it now? What kind of witchcraft is this? Wow. Oh my gosh. He is just falling into fortune, basically. Or is he? Or is it all part of a grand plan? Again, he's just playing the clown. He's kind of like the Joker. Is Magellan gonna hear that and be like, okay, I can't let that stand? Are we seeing Blackbeard now? Okay, so Blackbeard. Should be kind of interesting. Okay, those guys just died. That's just insane. This makes me realize Usopp has been kind of falling behind with his sharpshooting skills. I just want to see Usopp use his talents even more. How the flip did he get all the way up here so fast? Is he gonna join them? The reason I think it is because, well, two things. One, Shiryu's not going to help out the prison so he can just go back into his cell to die. And two, they don't have a swordsman. Like, they have everything else. They got the sniper, you've got that one guy who freaks me out. Lafitte. Oh yeah, like Jean Lafitte, the French pirate. He snuck all the way up into Navy headquarters. No, that's kind of scary. That guy freaks me out, Lafitte.
やばそうなのが出てきやがった。あいつがマゼランか？マーシャル D ティーチ。黒ひげだな。ああ、そうだ。おめえは誰だ？
Does that mean he's not here for him, or doesn't know? He's gonna cut up the guards. I feel like that was a misdirection. He's gonna cut up all the guards and stuff like that. Like, cause I'm thinking Blackbeard's here probably for prisoners. This guy is also insane. He looks sick. Like, he's definitely unwell. And he's a swordsman. I don't think Blackbeard is a swordsman. Yeah, but will he though? Just because he can doesn't mean he will.
間もなく俺が行く。それまで何としても麦わらどもを引き止めるんだ。ハンニャバル。
You are asking a lot of Hannibal. A lot. I don't understand why people are like, that can't be, this can't happen. Everything is on the table. The amount of impossible things that have already happened, like everything is on the table at this point. Yeah, I have no faith in him. None whatsoever. Like, sure, he may be on the warden's side now. Okay, I don't know about this. When did you even have the time to make that? You see, this right here is the Luffy effect. I don't even need to say more. They're multiplying. It's actually kind of funny, but true. She is good with that whip. Very good, actually. Shockingly good. I mean, this thing is breaking stone. Like, what would that do to your face? Could you imagine? Don't do that. Wait, what is it? I don't like the way you just grabbed him like that. I don't appreciate that. What? Female hormone. Okay. What the flip? You see, this is what I thought would happen. He cut up all the guards, didn't he? Like, favors us. I'm pretty sure Shiryu's on their side now. It's because they didn't beat him. Well, that went horribly wrong. The dimensions of One Piece always surprise me. Like, it's so easy to forget just how big certain characters are. Kind of brutal. I doubt it. Okay, yeah, I'm forgetting. Yeah, I mean, it took this man basically your entire fight just to get out of the wall. You could have just let him handle this Sadie-chan girl. Or at least, both of you work together. You did more damage to him than you did to Sadie. Yeah, Luffy. I was like, can Luffy not tell? But then again, I'm also forgetting this is the same guy that, you know, he was fighting Foxy, and Foxy had like the most obvious disguises, and he was like, this is a completely different person. Look at that. Okay, how strong is he? He does look stronger all of a sudden. What is it? Who are you? Am I forgetting? Has he not? I guess he hasn't run into the Vice Warden. We're dealing with so many characters in a confined space. I kind of assume like everyone has run into everyone, but it's not true. Anyway, though, I am curious how strong the Vice Warden is. I like to kind of mock the Vice Warden, but I also kind of assume he's probably fairly strong. Or maybe not. Maybe this fight will go exceptionally easily. This is very chaotic. I think I'm mostly curious about what's going on with Shiryu and Blackbeard. Because Shiryu clearly, like, let them go. I would have been curious to see a fight. Because Magellan seemed to think that Shiryu could beat them. I don't know if that's true, but they don't have a swordsman as far as I know. He's clearly gone rogue. What is he up to? I don't know. Should be interesting, I guess. On to the next. Honestly, he looks competent all of a sudden. These guys are basically just fodder at this point. They have offered no resistance. Yeah, when did you... Okay, that's a lot of people. They won't save you from Luffy, though. Why? This is really not that big of a problem, Luffy. This is an opportunity to prove yourself yet again. I want you to test Hannibal. I'm curious how strong he is. Granted, he seems like a swordsman, so you gotta be careful. I love this. This is honestly pretty funny. Honestly, I would probably have that thought, like, wait, why is he so competent all of a sudden? Like, he's actually using his brain and putting it to good use. Like, maybe he is an imposter. It would be kind of funny if they were like, okay, lock him up and he's the real deal. I mean, I know he's the real deal because Mr. 2 is back there. Okay, come on, Luffy. You got this guy. That's a cool sword he's got, though. I like it. This is like Darth Maul. Thank you! Thank you! This is all I've been asking for. Somebody to recognize Luffy. Like, Hannibal, I really appreciate that. He called Luffy the worst pirate in history. That means a lot. I've been waiting for somebody to acknowledge him that way. Now maybe he's just exaggerating. I don't care. I'll take the win. Okay. Yeah, he's also a swordsman, so it's like Luffy's weakness, man. Okay, but it might go to his head, and then he might be like, I want to be warden. I'm actually concerned now. Because things are going too well. So wait, you mean to tell me that this guy might have actually become vice warden on merit? I don't know what happened to him. Maybe a brain injury. Got plenty of those going around. But then he was like, oh, I want to become warden and I will just suck at my job. I'm honestly, you are pleasantly surprising me. Second gear, time to cook. Okay, I think you got it. That, wait, what? Why is he steaming all of a sudden? That's what's funny with Luffy, is that it's like the longer you fight him, the stronger he gets. Okay, it's not like entirely true, but I mean, it is kind of true. Like, I think of Rob Lucci, those two were basically as evenly matched as you can be. In fact, Rob Lucci might have had the edge based on combat experience, but then Luffy got like a boost of, well, one, Usopp motivating him, and he should have been clinging to life. And then he just became like the strongest he had ever been. Makes no freaking sense, but it was really hyped. Gatling, okay, that no resistance whatsoever. He got caught. Yeah. Just the hole, huh? What was that? Okay, Magellan. Magellan is kind of scary though. So the Vice Warden was no match for a second gear Luffy. I am curious though. With like Luffy, Crocodile, and Jinbei, could they be a match for the Warden? The thing is, I don't know. With Crocodile's the most confusing to me. Is he out for good? He's not gonna like spring into action, is he? I mean, like, you gotta give Hannibal credit. He may have lost, but he at least tried. That's a win in my book, considering I had like no standards for him, like whatsoever. Are we getting like a backstory? Am I gonna feel like vaguely bad for this guy? I might, okay. First day as a jailer. Dude, that was so easy. Okay, but like, genuine question. How did you get on that entire outfit with the cuffs? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We don't see a ton of female prisoners in here, do we? I guess that's also because, like, even in the One Piece world, the vast majority of the pirates you come across are still male. Okay.
任務の重さに変わりはない。その中の一人がミスしたらどうなるか。
I was not expecting like this whole like mini backstory, but I don't know. It was kind of nice. I get it though. It was even showing like he doesn't hate Magellan. Magellan is clearly far more equipped for the role of Warden. He's also a lot stronger, but it was a nice moment. It's a cool sword. You're not gonna get up, are you? Please don't get up. Why? Just let him go. I mean, it was a nice backstory. I don't know if I wanted you to get back up, but I get it though. Luffy, you gotta finish him off fast. Okay, now we're losing morale, Luffy. This is not good. Luffy, you're supposed to be the morale guy. Okay. He can't keep doing this though. This is not good for your body. Yeah, okay. He has no defense for second gear. Yes, I mean he's trying, so you gotta give him credit, but he has no way of beating second gear. Interesting. This almost feels a little abusive. He's really just trying to stall you for Magellan to get here. An outie belly button? I've never heard that one in my life. Your mom's got an outie belly button. A lot of your mom jokes growing up. Your mom... I just thought of a few of them. Your mom was so fat when she sits around the house. She sits around the house. Man, I remember all those growing up. I'm just curious, like, what is he going to say that they'll be like, oh, that's genius? All at once? Like, you guys are very close. My thing is, you should probably just say a bunch of stuff. They will read into your intentions. Like, that seems to be what's happening. You just say something and they'll be like, genius. Which it probably is. What is it? This is kind of eerie. Blackbeard. Blackbeard's got such an overpowered devil fruit, man. Language. Yeah, the Van Augur guy, he constantly goes on about destiny. I mean, it makes sense, because destiny is such a huge part of the story, really. I still love that moment when Luffy and the crew got shot up into Sky Island, and Blackbeard just thought it was funny, because Van Augur and Blackbeard were like, hey, you know, just destiny. We'll run into him again. You know, our destinies are intertwined. I love the fact that they just go for a pee break, and it's like, perfect. I'm not sure if Blackbeard and his crew could have survived a direct encounter with Buggy. Like, I would be thinking, what? What kind of witchcraft is this? There's... No, but seriously. Like, what are you thinking if you're Buggy? Am I the main character? It's actually kind of crazy how well this all works out for him. Everyone is just watching. He's really just not going down. This is kind of troublesome. This is actually a great shot right there. Look at Crocodile. To be fair, like, what he's saying is true. I mean, like, you know, I joke about Luffy being a wildly dangerous person and probably should be put down. But, like, Luffy and his crew are at least better pirates. The vast majority of pirates, yeah, they are menaces and should be locked away. He really did stall for Magellan to get here. That is a lot of people. Blackbeard. So Blackbeard and Luffy are about to run into each other. This was sooner than I thought. Blackbeard and Luffy! It's actually crazy how strong that devil fruit is. That was quick. Oh man, he really stomped on his face. That's true, he doesn't really know who Blackbeard is. Like, he's heard the name, like Blackbeard turned in Ace. But I don't think he, like, associates it with, like, that guy. This should get interesting. I do like Blackbeard, because what I appreciate about Blackbeard and his character is that he does operate more like an actual pirate. He obviously wants to become king of the pirates, but he at least schemes and he has plans and things like that, so that's at least something I appreciate in a character. I mean, I also really love, like, Luffy's chaotic self, where it's just, hey, I'm just gonna go. No plans necessary. I like both ends of it. He's probably like, I still can't believe that guy liked the pies. Those pies were nasty. How interesting. Uh-huh. Okay, that is a shot. Okay. Blackbeard. Okay, so Luffy will recognize him. Okay. Oh, that's true as well, is that he would blame him. When this arc started, I was not expecting you would get this exact moment, where you have Luffy, 2 warlords of the sea behind him, a whole bunch of revolutionaries, and then Blackbeard and his crew. Like, what the flip? I mean, it's fun. Okay.
何でも黒ひげという海賊が危険のエースを討ち取ることで新たに七部会に入ったとか。
I mean, I'm not like really trying to defend Blackbeard, but at least he didn't kill Ace. Like, that's a positive. Now, you know, he handed him in.
お前が黒ひげ。
ああ、そういや名乗ったことはなかったな。ぜはははは。久しぶりだな、麦わら。おめえが我が隊長エースの弟だったとはな。ここにいていいのか。
It's weird to think about that. Ace was Blackbeard's commander, the 2nd Division commander. And that's what Shanks said, is that Blackbeard hid his strength for, like, forever. Like, his whole plan was kind of contingent on, first, he's got to get that devil fruit. Honestly, like, the limits of it are scary. I still barely know what to expect, because, I don't think it really has any limits. Then, become a warlord of the sea, so you could use that to get into Impel Down, build up your crew even more.
おめえの兄貴の公開処刑がよ。ぜははは。後から話を聞いてみりゃ、そこの元七部会、クロコダイルを討ち取ったのはおめえだってじゃねえか。麦わらのルフィ。
He is really pissed. You guys are tied by destiny. Had his retreat cut off. He would. I don't know though. Are you trying to say that Ace couldn't retreat because then they would go after Luffy? If I understood that right, I don't really know if I buy that though. He wasn't going to retreat regardless of if Luffy was involved, if Luffy wasn't involved. Like what, Ace was just going to let him leave, knowing that he killed Thatch and betrayed Whitebeard and all the Whitebeard pirates? Second gear, they're fighting. I don't think you should fight him. Why is he? He's really that shocked? Is he not gonna block it? You might want to get out of the way. Or not. Okay, he landed a direct hit. Yeah, that was probably a mistake, Luffy. Blackbeard's not here for you. He doesn't care about you right now. You gotta let some stuff go and realize, like, okay, there's a time and a place for certain things. Blackbeard will be dealt with eventually. Hopefully they can de-escalate this situation. You just have to worry about escaping, getting to Marineford, saving your brother. Forget about Blackbeard. Should be interesting. What do you think? If you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And thank you for watching.